What is up, everybody? And Nio is just on fire. Congratulations to anyone who was holding Nio today. Finally surpassed the $40 mark, which is extremely surprising. I was actually not expecting it to happen anytime soon. When I saw it happen a couple of hours before the market closed, I was definitely convinced that the rally was going to continue to go up, because the $40 mark, as you guys may already know, is a psychological barrier. After $40, if it was going to pass, it was going to just jump to the moon. I mean, just look at this graph. Just in the last year alone, Nio has run up over 2,171%. These numbers are just astronomical and it's just insane. But I do definitely want to talk about a few important things. One of the major reasons that's driving Nio and other Chinese EV automakers is Citi's bullish calls that has been happening lately. The American Depository Receipts of China's electric vehicle maker Nio extended their rally on Thursday, also lifting ADRs of competitors Li Auto and XPeng Inc. A day after analysts at Citi raised their price target and started coverage of Li and XPeng. The Citi analysts lifted their targets of Nio's ADR price to a whopping $46.40 from $33.20. To factor in our increasingly positive sector outlook and the higher upside prospects of Nio's autonomous driving subscriptions model. This target implies the upside of 17% from Nio's Thursday's prices. The analysts rated AI Auto at the equivalent of a hold, saying that the company will break even in 2022 thanks to the sales volume growth and margins improvement. Citi rated XPeng as a buy, expecting the company to post 57% sales volume growth in the next 5 years and to break even by 2024. Nio's ADRs have gained over 900% this year alone, compared with gains around 9% of the S&P 500 here in the United States. So these major upgrades to Nio, XPeng, and Li Auto definitely started the big rally today, aside from the fact that the entire market is betting on an EV positive election. But then again, when it comes to Chinese companies, the US elections have literally no impact, and it just might seem that Nio right now is unstoppable. Now, without getting political, Joe Biden did say that he wanted to support the EV movement by building 500,000 electric chargers for EVs all over the country and reinstating key credits that would definitely help any EVs, Tesla, Nio, you name it. Nio specifically didn't have it very good when it came to coming to the United States. The Trump administration is not very friendly with the Chinese government, and for that reason, even if Biden would win, it would not affect Nio as much. We already know that China has the largest EV market in the industry. Within China alone, Nio can do amazing. We already know that China wants to do 25% of the vehicles to be electric, and Nio as well as Tesla are the two biggest beneficiaries of this. I mean, China has ambitious goals, and with such a large market, Nio is fine in China. Nio is totally fine. This is another reason why Nio has gone up so much so fast. But Nio is not the only company that has gone up a lot. Tesla as well benefited this week from the elections after being just pretty much flat. It's been up over 6% this week, which reflects on the optimism when it comes to the market. I personally right now have my eye on a few other companies like XPeng, which my lord, look at that. Over 30% just today alone, and an additional 7.39% after hours to almost $40, up to par with Nio, and pretty much outperforming both Tesla, Nio, and any other EV stock recently in the market. It's just literally gone from sideways all the way up straight to the moon. I personally don't know too much about XPeng. I started with Tesla back in 2019, then I started with Nio, and I'm starting to get a hang of what's driving the price on Nio. But when it comes to XPeng, one of the major catalysts for this is the fact that there's a lot of upward momentum when it comes to EVs in general. XPeng is also in China, and due to the recent rally in China, XPeng also is going to have a lot of positive movement, a lot of positive belief from the market. But not only that, they also have earnings coming up a lot sooner than Nio on November 12th. So this might be another reason why there's such a bullish stake on XPeng. And I just have to say this, guys, this is just amazing. 88% in the past 7 days. 7 days, 88%. A lot of people were saying Tesla to the moon. Then they started saying Nio to the moon. Now I'm saying XPeng to the freaking universe. This is just insane. And I know that I say this word a lot. But as you guys already know, the other players that are doing massively in this EV bull market, other players like AI Auto Inc. with a 10.98% just today and an additional 5% today. They also had a huge run this entire week for 44%, and it's being recommended by 78% of the analysts. So all of these players right now, all of these EV stocks are crazy hot. And look at that. How would you guess? November 13th. So we have XPeng with earnings on November 12th. LI Auto Inc. earnings coming up a day later, November 13th. We have Nio with earnings coming up a little bit later on November 17th. And last but not least, we have Workhorse with a rally of over 8.11% just today. And look at that, earnings on November 9th at pre-market. So as you guys can see, the entire market, my entire watch list is on the green. So the entire market is just taking advantage of this upcoming earnings. But with that being said, I do want to go back to Nio specifically. And this will definitely apply to all of the other companies I already mentioned. Don't be surprised with a pullback. And the reason for that is because a lot of people don't know exactly how high Nio is going to go. One of the things that I want to talk about is the valuation already priced in? Because this is extremely important when it comes to Nio and any other company that's already doing massive moves in the market. If the valuation is already too crazy and too up high, a lot of people are going to start getting doubts and they're going to start taking profits early because they just don't want to be disadvantaged and be at the edge of a correction. So for that reason, I would probably be watching out closely with Nio and any one of these companies right now, because even though I do still believe that they will continue to go up a little bit more, don't be surprised if there might be like a 10% pullback with people taking profits. I already know, as a matter of fact, that a lot of you that are invested in Nio have not been investing for that long, but I've already been investing in extremely volatile companies, so I have a little bit of understanding of when is a good time to come in and when is a good time to pull out. And most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm holding because I'm a long-term investor. Over the long run, guys, companies like Nio, Tesla, XPeng, Workhorse, and any other EV company is going to be going up no matter what in the next decade, in the next 2 decades. This is going to be the future. Electric is going to be the future, and electric investing is going to have massive growth. But nonetheless, just watch out for the valuations, because as of right now, in my opinion, Nio has already surpassed its valuation. It is already priced in at this price of $42.78, that they have already doubled year to year their sales from around 2,400 vehicles to over 5,050 vehicles a month. This is already priced in this price, as well as their battery as a service. So this is already priced in. So if you are still holding, just make sure that you're doing it for the long term, and not because you're not paying attention and maybe you were planning on only holding short term, and then all of a sudden you see that there's a pullback and then you panic. If you're holding for the long term, you're holding for the long term, knowing that there's going to be some volatility coming up in pretty soon. It would not surprise me if this gets back to the 38 or 37 range. And at that point, I would definitely pick up some shares just to take advantage of the future run. I believe that Nio is going to go to $80 and even $100 a share, especially right after Nio Day. Because on Nio Day, with a new battery coming up, as you guys already know, the current battery specs for Nio are both a 70 and an 84 kilowatt battery packs. And then they're planning on doing a 100 kilowatt battery pack that will increase the range from 430 kilometers to over 600 kilometers to their main model, the E6. And their new model, the ES8, is also going to benefit with a 580 kilometer range increase from the current 415 kilometer range. So these numbers are crazy. And in Nio Day, the rumors of the 150 kilowatt battery capable of doing a whopping 900 kilometers of range is still a possibility, is still a reason why I believe that Nio will go to 80 and 100 right around that time. Because with all of the bullish support when it comes to Nio, if they reach 150,000 vehicles a year and surpass 200,000, they're going to be up to par with Tesla 2 years ago. And Tesla 2 years ago was extremely undervalued. And look at where Tesla is today. Now, I don't believe that Nio is going to be at the same capitalization as Tesla at 400 billion, but with the current capitalization of $45 billion, I would not be surprised to see a $100 billion capitalization coming up after Nio Day. So if you ask me, if you're in it for the long term until after Nio Day in January, buying at this price of $42.78 is still good in my opinion. But if you're going to be day trading or day swinging this stock, then you might as well just wait for a slight pullback to $36 or $37, because the volatility is going to be strong. But now I want to know your opinion, guys. What do you guys think about this bullish run that has happened? Are you guys going to still be buying Nio, or are you guys going to also take advantage of the bullish run of the other Chinese EV players that are also rising? And as we can see, see from XPeng? Leave a comment below. I would love to see your comments. If you guys like these daily updates, don't forget to subscribe. I upload every single day. Give a like for the YouTube algorithm. This was Electric Investing, and seeing you guys in the next video.